Hello, this is Tamer with your Euro-Dollar analysis for February 10th, 2015. Pretty much nothing happened in the market today. Price came down about 80 pips before reaching our confirmation point, so our analysis remains exactly the same as it was yesterday. We're updating our accounts to reflect the most recent price action and to present tighter targets and invalidation points. And moving right along to our main count on the daily chart, the bigger picture sees the euro moving towards the downside in primary wave C of cycle wave X, which is unfolding as an impulse labeled intermediate waves 1 through 5. Intermediate wave 3 formed an impulse labeled minor waves 1 through 5, touching 261.8%, the length of intermediate wave 1, and within it minor waves 1, 3, and 5 each formed impulses labeled minute waves 1 through 5. Intermediate wave 4 formed a double zigzag labeled minor waves W, X, and Y, and intermediate wave 5 is forming an impulse labeled minor waves 1 through 5. Minor wave 1 formed an impulse labeled minute waves 1 through 5, and minor wave 2 formed an expanded flat labeled minute waves A, B, and C, retracing 38.2% of minor wave 1. Then minor wave 3 formed an impulse labeled minute waves 1 through 5, reaching 261.8%, the length of minor wave 1, and minor wave 4 is possibly forming a double combination labeled minute waves W, X, and Y. This count expects the euro to resume its upwards movement in minute wave Y to complete minor wave 5. At 1.1445, minor wave 4 would retrace 38.2% of minor wave 3, then at 1.1660 it would retrace 61.8% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.2358, as minor wave 4 may not enter the price territory of minor wave 1, and it's also very likely invalidated by movement below 1.1098, unless price is undergoing a volatile expanded flat correction. Now to see the details of minor wave 4 on the hourly chart, this count sees that minor wave 4 is forming a double combination labeled minute waves W, X, and Y, where minute wave W formed a zigzag labeled minuet waves A, B, and C, where minuet wave C formed an impulse that reached just over 61.8%, the length of minuet wave A. Now minute wave X formed a zigzag labeled minuet waves A, B, and C, where minuet wave A formed an impulse labeled subminuet waves 1 through 5, minuet wave B formed a zigzag labeled subminuet waves A, B, and C, and minuet wave C formed an impulse labeled subminuet waves 1 through 5, reaching 100% the length of minuet wave A and bringing minute wave X to retrace 61.8% of minute wave W. This count expects the euro to start moving towards the upside in minute wave Y to complete minor wave 4. This will be initially confirmed by movement above 1.1359 with higher confirmation above 1.1427. The MACD indicator supports this count by showing a bullish divergence as momentum failed to reflect the new low that price has made. At 1.1540, minute wave Y would reach 61.8%, the length of minute wave W. Then at 1.1707, it would reach 100% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.2358, as minor wave 4 may not enter the price territory of minor wave 1, and once price reaches our confirmation points, this count will also very likely be invalidated by movement below 1.1270. Now alternatively, minor wave 4 may already be complete as a zigzag labeled minute waves A, B, and C, which means that minor wave 5 is unfolding toward the downside to complete intermediate wave 5 and thereby primary wave C and thereby cycle wave X. This will be initially confirmed by movement below 1.1098. At 1.1005, minor wave 5 would reach 100%, the length of minor wave 1. Then at 1.0678, it would reach 161.8% of its length. This wave count is invalidated by movement above 1.1534, as this is the start of minor wave 5. That's all for our analysis for today. I wish you profitable trading and see you next time.